Okay, now. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, good morning. Welcome to Talk Sport with Bami. My name is Ayobami, and we are going to be talking about the Super Eagles. Yesterday, we played our first match in the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco, and we won by 2 goals to 1. But beyond the winning, beyond the win, beyond the results, we are going to be talking about what we feel or what we saw about the match yesterday. And everybody expected us to beat Tanzania yesterday. Everybody expected us to come out of the group, should qualify from the group. But what is going to happen when we face a very, very good team, a very, very organized and well drilled team? So the Super Eagles yesterday, yes, they won the match, but they could have done better. I saw the match from the first minute to the last minute, which I believe a lot of people also did. And I can say that we need to do better as a team. I can say that we need to, be imposing when we are playing our matches. So we are going to be talking about some key points in this match. So Nigeria played their first match after the disappointing loss to DR Congo in the World Cup qualifying playoff last month. And after that match, which is actually, we didn't lose the match technically, we lost on penalties. So after the match, we played another friendly match, which was against Tunisia. We lost that match against Egypt, the Pharaohs of Egypt. We lost the match, and this is the first match of the African Cup of Nations proper. And Nigeria Super Eagles, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we won the match 2 goals to 1. My prediction before the match was 2 goals to 0. I didn't see how Tanzania will score that goal before the match, but they actually scored, and that's actually not good enough for the Super Eagles. I think we need to do better as a team. So we need to do better as a team. We can see the importance of Alex Iwobi in this team. The last Nations Cup, the last AFCON, in the final, this guy was actually bullied by the football fans. He was bullied that there was even a report that he was contemplating on retiring from the Super Eagles. And we can see that since then he has been playing pretty well for the Super Eagles. He has been playing well for the team, and he's actually a starter in Fulham. He played for Fulham in the English Premier League club. He played for Fulham, and he has actually been a starter for this team. And this guy has been good. He has been immersed for he has been good, and he has been immense for Super Eagles. Yesterday, he had 2 assists. He had 2 assists yesterday, and he played really well. I saw some of his passes yesterday, some of the line-breaking passes that he was trying to do yesterday, and it was good. He was trying to link up more with Ademola Lookman, who plays as a 10 yesterday. Lookman played just behind Akon Adams and Victor Osimhen yesterday. And yesterday, too, we can see that the Super Eagles of Nigeria could actually play very well, even without Victor Osimhen. Yes, Osimhen is our talisman, is the best player in our team at the moment. He's one of the best player in Africa, and also one of the best strikers in the world. But we can still play without Victor Osimhen. We saw what happened against our DR Congo. Immediately Osimhen was off the pitch in the second half. We couldn't do anything in that match. But we can actually do well without Osimhen. He was not playing really well yesterday. I was seeing him demanding for ball, which is actually a good thing. He was demanding for ball from his teammates. But the more he demands and they try to play by themselves, or he's showing up this attitude that is not actually so nice to see. I think our Osimhen need to, you need to do better in that aspect. and every of his chances yesterday, he was not doing good. He was not doing good with those chances. I think Osimhen needs to do to play better. He needs to, be more composed in front of goal. Yeah, he saw some. There was some shot that Osimhen could have actually took in that match, but it was not really, was not really playing well yesterday. But I think as the tournament will progresses, maybe Osimhen will play very well for the Super Eagles. Maybe he's going to, score more goals. I think he wants to score goals, which is what he loves to do, which is what he is actually born to do. But I think he needs to calm down and see that he can play with a team. Osimhen, if Osimhen can play well with the team, I think he's going to be good. He's going to be, very good. And also, Iwan was supposed to do better with that goal. I know there was no chance. He was practically on holiday. Was practically on holiday, but that one chance he could have just better in that chance. When the ball was coming, he could have just come out earlier before the ball will come down for the Tanzania player to score the goal. I think Nwabali needs to do better, especially with crosses and long balls in the coming matches. Then Lukman, I think Lukman did well yesterday. I must say, Lukman played very well yesterday, and but I want to see Lukman more on the left. I don't want to see him in the central position. I want to see Lukman playing more on the left for the Super Eagles, where he can actually cut and maybe shot or play a cross. Lukman is not a playmaker. I don't see Lukman as a playmaker. I see Lukman more as a winger. He's a winger for us. He's not a playmaker. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we need to stop playing Ako Adams and Victor Osimhen together. Maybe we should just sacrifice one of them, which is going to be Ako Adams. Adams can actually come off or come on in the second half. Maybe we need to play more. We need to play our players in the position where they can play. We don't need to, play our players off position. We need our players to play in the position that they are very, very good. Iwobi will have been suited as a 10 yesterday as an attacking midfielder. Osimhen Iwobi will have played better there. Then maybe we should play someone, maybe Oyenka or Oyendika with Wilfred Ndidi as a central midfield. Then Alex Iwobi should play as a 10. Then Ademola Lookman should play from the left. Then Chukwueze from the right and Osimhen up front. We can play better with this setup. And when Dele Bashiru also entered, he was playing more as a winger. And Dele Bashiru is actually a 10. He's actually a 10. He played 10 for last year. So I think Eric Chell needs to do something about this. Chell shouldn't, push players in a position that they are not comfortable. This is not a friendly match. This is actually a good match. If we are playing against a very solid team yesterday, I don't think we have a chance. I don't think we had a chance. Our players are playing, pass here, pass there. We need to do better. We need to, take risk. Super Eagles did not take risk yesterday. We need to take more risk yesterday. And also, yesterday we can see that Chell is actually a good coach. Maybe not a very excellent coach, but he's actually a very good coach. Some people still think Chell is an average coach, but I think Chell is actually a good coach. I saw his system. I've actually observed from the first match that we played under Chell, the way you want to play. We want to play is actually, he's actually trying to impose his style on the team, and he's actually doing well in that aspect. Maybe he could have done better, but so far, Chell has been good for us. He's still playing unbeaten for us. The Congo match, he drew the match, so he's still unbeaten in official matches for the Super Eagles. And our next game against Uganda, I think, against Tunisia, I think we need to do better in that aspect. We need to play well. We need to, be more imposing. We need to take more risk, not playing sideways and playing backward passes. Also, our defense yesterday, Kavum Bassey and Semi Ajayi, I must say, Semi Ajayi is actually he was actually solid yesterday. He was a man of the match yesterday. He was voted a man of the match yesterday. He was apart from the goal, he played well. I saw people asking that apart from that goal, he didn't play much. But apart from the goal, I think he did very well for the team yesterday. He was calm. He was playing. He was trying to play more from the back. And Calvin Bassey too, bro. This guy is actually a very, very good defender. And for the past 12 matches, he has been played all matches for the Super Eagles, all during the 90 minutes for the Super Eagles. He hasn't been substituted. He hasn't missed any match. This guy is ready, available, and playing for the Super Eagles. So I think Calvin Bassey is actually a solid defender for us. I would have loved Benjamin Frederick to go to the Nations Cup, but because of the injuries, he couldn't make it to the tournament. But I would have loved to see more of Benjamin Frederick and Calvin Bassey. But Alex Semi Ajayi is actually a good player too. Semi Ajayi has actually been solid, at least during the yesterday's match. So um, let's talk about Wilfred and Ndidi too. What do you think about the Super Eagles before we go on? What do you think about the Super Eagles? Do you think this team can do well? Me personally, I think when we are playing against a very good team like Morocco, like Cameroon or Ivory Coast or Egypt, they are going to expose us. What do you think? Do you think our team is actually okay? Do you think we can do better? Do you think we can actually, get to the semi-final or even the final or even winning the tournament? Personally, from what I saw yesterday, I don't think we are ready. I don't think Super Eagles is ready for this match. I don't think we play like someone that want to win this tournament. I think we play like Kenya. Sorry, for using that. Like Kenya national team or the Uganda coming to the Nations Cup just to make up numbers. Like I think we need to play better. Yesterday match was not actually encouraging. Yes, I'm just trying to talk about the positive that I have seen from this team. But if you want to talk extensively about the performance yesterday, I don't think we are ready. I don't think we even want to win. I think we are just here to make up numbers. We got to the final last year. Jose Pesero took us to the final. We lost to the host Ivory Coast, which was actually an unfortunate thing for us. But I think in this tournament, we are not imposing. We are not playing better as a team. Yes, I see some positive. I'm trying to be positive. I'm not trying to be all negative. So from what I have seen so far, I think we need to do better. We need to play better. We need to be more organized in our team. Look at I see Tanzania playing some passes. We shouldn't allow that. We are playing like Manchester United. We are playing like Manchester United against maybe Bournemouth. We are allowing some. Sorry to say, Tanzania they are not a big team in African continent. They are not a big team in African football, but we allow them to play some passes. Look at the goal that they scored. We were too complacent at the back. We were too relaxed, and that is not good. Let's forget about big. Maybe we are playing against a very not very solid team, but we shouldn't have been playing like that. Yesterday, I was expecting like us to be scoring goals because goals might be important for us. We are playing against Tunisia in the next match. What if Tunisia defeat us? What if Uganda go on to or Tanzania go on to beat Tunisia in the final match? We need to play like we want to win. We need to play. We need to score more goals. We need to be solid as a team, and which is what we were not doing yesterday. So I just hope that in our next match against Tunisia, which is going to be a very good test for us, It's going to be a very good test because Tunisia, they are actually a solid team. They won the Nations Cup in 2004. They were the host and they won it, and we lost to them also in the quarterfinals of the 2018 Nations Cup. We lost to them in the quarterfinal, one goal to zero, and we have they they know how to play us very well. Let me put it that way. Tunisia knows how to play us very well. I think the last time we beat Tunisia was in 2013 or 2010 Nations Cup or 2012 Nations Cup through penalty. Vincent Inyama's penalty saves, those penalty saves. I think we need to play better. We need to be more imposing in this team. We need and the church should stop this experiment of playing players in the position that they are not fit to play in. You are a striker, play as a striker, not as a supporting striker. You are a left winger, play as a left winger, not as a 10. You are a defensive midfielder, play as a defensive midfielder, not trying to, experiment. I know Alex Iwobi is actually a ball carrier, is a good ball carrier, but let him play next to the striker. Let him play behind the striker. Let him play, off the striker. Let him be feeding the striker, not playing as a CM, driving and yesterday we were exposed in the midfield, if you want to say that. We were exposed at a point in the midfield. Our players will go before they will come back. You see the Tanzania team occupying the midfield position already, trying to invoke a fork on the team. And this is not good enough. We need to do better. I see our bench. Yeah, maybe our bench is not that, not that good with quality, but we can actually still find someone that can play as a CM for us. There's Onyendika, there's Oyenka. These players are actually a good player too. So let us try to, try to do that, especially against Tunisia. And also our problem at the right back. Yeah. Okay, thank you for looking at me. You said she agreed with us that we need to do better. Yeah, and at this point, I think we need to do better. So let's talk about the right back position. Brett Osayi Samuel, who played in Championship in England, he played for Birmingham City. I don't know. We have 200 million people in this country. I don't know. Can't we see just one person that can play as a right wing, as a right back? Yes, I'm one of the opinion that our league is not that solid. I'm of the opinion that we need to do better in our league. We need to improve in our league. But can't we see just one right back in Nigeria Professional Football League that can play very well? Bright Osayi Samuel is not the answer, I must say. And also at the left back to Seydou Sanusi, he played for FC Porto. Porto is actually a big team in Portugal. Can't we see another player that can play as a left back for us? Can't we see them? These guys are not good enough for us. Seydou Sanusi was playing, his crosses was actually bad. His crosses was actually bad. At a point, I thought he was out of the game. At a point, I thought maybe he does not know what he's doing there. Maybe Chelsea should try Ryan Alebiosu at the right back position. Maybe you should try him. Yes, he's a young player. He's just coming on for the Super Eagles. But at this point, I think anyone is better than Bright Osayi Samuel. I so much missed. I so much, not happy that Felix Agu couldn't make the team because of injury. He's just recovering from injury. Assuming we have someone like Felix Agu in that team, maybe it will have been better for us as a left back. Because Seydou Sanusi, I don't know what this guy is doing in the team every year. He was at the last Nations Cup for us. He went off like for 2 years. He was not invited for the Super Eagles. Now he's back in this Nations Cup again. Why? What are they not telling us? Is this guy like industry plant or something? Always available for the Nations Cup. He won't play the qualifier, but he will be available for the Nations Cup. He will be available for big tournaments. We need to look for more people. Yes, our midfield is not solid, but it's still okay. Our attack is one of the best in Africa. With Osimhen, Alex Iwobi, Lookman, and Chikwueze, Moses Simon. We have good attack, but our defense, center back pairing is still okay. We still have some people we still have some players in the bench that can actually come on and still play better for us. But what are we talking? What are we doing with our left back and right back? Online is not available. Now we are stuck with this player that cannot even play well for a UEFA Champions League team, Fenerbahce. He could not even, cement his position for his team. He have to leave the team for championship team. I think we need to look for more players. Maybe Chelsea need to scout for more players. The scout that gave us Benjamin Frederick need to give us another Benjamin Frederick, but that can play as a left wing, as a right back or a left back. We don't have good fullbacks in our team. Assuming we have just only one solid wing back or fullback in our team, we are going to be very, very good. Paul Nwachukwu entered yesterday. I was expecting crosses, different angle, but Seydou Sanusi played one cross, and I don't even know what to say about that cross. Even if you have four Onuachu, who is actually a very tough striker, he cannot even get to that ball. We need very good and very solid fullbacks in our team. Seydou Sanusi and Bright Osai Samuel, they are not the way. They are not the way. They will not take us anywhere. They will not take us anywhere. We don't have to lie to ourselves. They cannot take us to anywhere. We need solid ones. Look at the other teams. Look at how they are doing in other teams. Look at Ivory Coast. Look at Morocco. There's Hakimi in Morocco, one of the best, or even the best right back in the world. Look at who we are presenting, our own right back and left backs. We need to do better in this team. Like Chelsea need to try to play more players, play them. Don't wait till the last match before you experiment with these players. Give them the chance to play. Give them the chance to play. Let us change the way we play in this team. Let us change the way we play with our in this team. Let us try to be more direct in our play. Our build up was so slow yesterday. It was so slow. Our build up needs to be fast, because we are going to be playing against better team as the tournament progresses. Look at DR Congo. Look at their game yesterday. They played very well with much intensity. Look at Morocco in the first match. They played with much intensity. Look at Tunisia too yesterday. They won by 3-1 against Uganda. They play with much intensity. But we are playing like we don't want to do anything. Like we are just there. Like this team, we are playing against statues. We are playing against statue. Like we are playing like we don't want to win. We need to have this conversation. Like we cannot continue like this. We cannot continue. We need to have this conversation. See, people will say maybe the coach is not good enough. But we have seen this thing happen over again. Jose Pesaro came, the same thing. Austin Ogwavon, the same thing. Even Finidi George too. See, we play like we don't want to win. We play like we don't want to be there. I think we need the experience in this team. Yeah, we have Alex Iwobi, who's part of the senior players in the team. We have the captain, Wilfred Ndidi, and it was actually good yesterday. I can see the leadership traits in this man. It was actually very good yesterday, but we need to do better overall as a team. Let us forget about these old players. Let us bring up new players. Let us invite new players. If possible, we can go to other nations and invite more players from there. If they are solid, if they are good, bring them on. There's Noah Atubalu who plays in Bundesliga. We can bring this guy. You can convince him to play for the Super Eagles. Actually, a very solid goalkeeper. Very solid goalkeeper. There's also Kani Chukwuemeka, who plays for Dortmund. He can actually be a very good midfielder for us too. Then there's Leslie Ugochukwu, who play for Burnley too. He can actually play for us as a defensive midfielder. Alex Wilfred Ndidi is going to the latter part of his career. Let us bring someone that can actually be playing, and when Ndidi is gone, then they can actually slot him perfectly for us. They can slot him without much drama, much problem. I think we need to do better in our next game. And before the next game, maybe we are going to do a preview of the match against Tunisia, because it's going to be a very important match for us, a must-win match for us. If we can win that match, I will agree that we are actually a serious title contender. We are serious title contender if we can win that match. But if we draw or we lose that match, then I don't think we can go far, because this team, I see us crashing out of maybe quarterfinals or even round of 16, depending on our opponent. So we need to do better. What do you think? You can just drop your thoughts in the comments, and you can support our live. You can support this live. Your support will encourage me very well, and your encouragement will go a long way for us to, do more of these. So remember to subscribe to this channel and engage our videos, and also comment. Like, drop comments too on our videos. You can drop comments on our lives too. This is how we build a community where everybody will be recognized, where everybody will be seen, where we can actually talk about our team, the team that we love, maybe whether they are performing or not performing. This is the way or how we can actually talk about them. So thank you very much for joining this live, and I hope before the next one we are going to talk about the possibility of us going far in this tournament. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking this live chat. Thank you for joining this live. I so much appreciate. So see you again. Until then, please stay safe, and Merry Christmas.